Hello Taurus, welcome to your tarot forecast for the week ahead. This is going to be for the week of the 8th to the 14th of January. I hope you guys have been well. I'm ready to dive into it, so I'm going to shuffle the cards for you. I'm then going to lay it out and then we'll have a little look together and see how this week is going to be for you guys so that we can prepare ourselves, get ourselves ready to make sure that this week is going to be amazing. All right? Okay, bottom of the deck, we do have the Five of Cups as an overall energy for you guys. So there could be a little bit of disappointments coming through, but there is some advice with this card that does say, pay attention to what you're focusing on. You do still have some good coming in. So if you're already worrying about the bad stuff, then you might have a little bit of like a fear mentality, a little bit of a focus more on the negatives because you do have some good coming in, okay? So not all that is lost. If that makes any sense, not all is lost, should I say. God, never can fix how I say things, but hey, I'm sure you guys understand. So a little bit of disappointment being an overall theme, but let me carry on pulling the cards out for you. Then we'll dive in together, okay? So this is for your current energy, all right? This is your challenges for the week, what to focus on, recent past, strengths, near future, emotions, your environment, your hopes and dreams, and the overall energy for the week. All right, so let's dive in. So, Taurus, your current energy this week is a Two of Pentacles. When the Two of Pentacles shows up in a reading, it does mean that you guys are juggling a few things. This could be making a decision on doing more than one thing. You could be very busy this week. This is not necessarily a bad thing. I think you guys are learning something within this week, okay? Maybe trying to do a few things at once, focusing on two different careers at once, two different goals at once. This tells me that you'll have a lot on your plate within this week, okay? You might be a little bit iffy on choices, don't know what to do, don't know which outcome to move towards. Okay, so you will be questioning a lot of things. You will be trying to work things out this week, so it's not a bad card. In terms of your challenge though, you do have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups being a challenge tells me that something feels like it's blocking your ultimate goal of just being happy. All right, as you can see, these people are going through a bit of a stormy time. Now, the good thing of this card is that eventually this rain will subside, it will go away, and the sun will start to shine. So I almost feel like part of your advice here is not to focus on what's going on in your life right now because it's not permanent. All right, you might be going through a little bit of a temporary situation, a temporary storm in your life that may feel like, oh my goodness, I'm never going to get that sunshine that I want. But I can see already in your reading that they're asking you to focus on the next steps after the storm is gone, after this chaos has kind of subsided, okay? So Ten of Cups, your happiness is a little bit, what's the word for it? It's being compromised. It's the words that they're showing me here. Your happiness is feeling a bit compromised. Maybe it's because you have a lot on your plate right now. Maybe you're having to deal with a lot of things. You're working towards a lot of things. So you might not be feeling super happy or motivated at the moment. Emotionally, it feels like it's a bit of a challenge, to be honest. And we will go to the emotions in a second. Because what you're being asked to focus on here is that sunshine. It is that optimism. It is that end goal. This is a very auspicious card. It's a very good card. In fact, the best in the deck. So what you're being asked to focus on is the joy that's about to come. So this tells me it's something that you're already working towards. It's something that you may already know is coming your way. But sometimes in your present situation, you may lose touch with what it is you're truly working towards. So there is a lot of success. This could be career success, all right, attention, recognition. All right, this could just be just living your best life or just finally coming out of a really stressful situation and time. Okay, so you're being asked to focus on the sun. Very similar to the fact that we have that Five of Cups here. There is a little bit of disappointment or a little bit of things going on, things that may not be working the way that you thought it would. You might be having to readjust some plans, all right, or figuring things out. That Five of Cups, again, as we said in the beginning, is about focusing on what you do still have or what you are still working towards, because there is some really good things coming. This is not permanent. I want to keep saying that for you. So you're being asked to focus on the positives this week in particular. Now, your recent past is a Page of Swords. This tells me that something has triggered you. Page of Swords could be also that you may have been dealing with a very immature person. Okay, this may be someone who doesn't have all the information but wants to judge. This could be someone who is very blunt when it comes down to how they address people. All right, if this is a person anyway, okay, you guys could have recently or in the recent past had a specific message that triggered you. This could be someone who is watching you, keeping tabs on you, or is just very triggered by you. So I think that's causing you to be triggered by them, to be honest, if they reached out anyways. So yeah, Page of Swords can also suggest that in the recent past, you guys have been studying something or looking deeper into something. It is a card of research, it's a card of depth, okay, or curiosity at least. In terms of your strengths this week, Taurus, you have the Knight of Cups, which is lovely. This speaks of vulnerability. You guys will be able to feel more vulnerable this week, which is nice. In terms of relationships, maybe there is a strong companionship around you, whether that's friend, family member, or a lover. This is somebody who does kind of keep you, I'm hearing, keep you on your toes, but I feel like I want to say that in an emotional way, to keep you in check is what I want to say. Or maybe you do that for somebody else, and that is again your strength. The Knight of Cups is coming in to fill up its own cup. Also an energy of kind of going through difficult emotions to get to the other side. So that is your strength. What you're going through right now is something that you're kind of good at. I know it sucks though to go through it, to go through uncomfortable situations or to deal with the kind of complex situations that life can throw, but it is one of your strengths. If it means that change happens. And I think that you guys, from that message, I feel like you guys are in the process of really changing things for yourself. But you're in the middle of it, okay? You're already working towards something is what they're really pointing out here. So again, your strengths are your emotions, or how deeply that you love people, or how much you care for people, okay? You have a big heart. The Knight of Cups tells me you wear your heart on your sleeve. And that is a big strength of yours. So if someone is taking advantage of that in the past, that's a problem with them. What we need to learn is boundaries, but don't let that block your heart space, okay? We have to kind of balance it, isn't it? Like, we want to wear a heart on our sleeve, and I want to tell you that's a great thing, because it is a good thing to do that. It means that you're pure and you're, open to vulnerability. That's a good thing. But when we have people around us who aren't mature enough to understand it or to look after that or to deal with that, they can get jealous. Some of you have had jealous people in the past. That feels like a friend or a colleague for some. Someone is envious, they try to bring you down, maybe in a passive-aggressive way for some. But anyway, I feel like you are, a big part of your strength is how pure you are, okay? Now, in the near future, you have the King of Wands. Could be a significant fire sign coming into your life here who is going to give you a lot of creativity or a new beginning. That may be passion, maybe an idea. All right, but this can also be you stepping into this energy in the near future of being a bit more ambitious, having more energy, feeling more strong with who you are and what you're actually cultivating. And again, this is very fire sign energy, very Leo energy, and you have that sun card. So I feel like once the sun shines, you will be in a much more passionate energy. So you're just getting through the difficult stuff now to be able to relax and be more creative in the near future, okay? Now, in terms of your emotions this week, we did say that was a little bit of where the blockages are. You have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a defensive energy. The Nine of Wands is feeling like you've been through a lot and you're kind of on guard. You're a little bit defensive. You're ready to defend yourself again against whatever comes your way. It's not a bad thing, but again, your emotions this week in particular, you might be not really feeling yourself emotionally, not only because of the Ten of Cups being here as a challenge. It's a hard time this week for you to feel completely happy and satisfied because of the things that you're working towards. They're reminding you that your strength is your vulnerability, because this week it feels like you are a little bit on guard, which is, again, not necessarily a bad thing. But just make sure we're not completely closing ourselves off here from good things. Nine of Wands is that final push coming through for you guys. I think, again, you are just protecting yourself here, but I do sense a bit of just a challenge in releasing and relaxing, to be honest. In terms of your environment, you're the Four of Swords. Now, this can be health matters, but because it's in your environment, there could be something coming up in the home space here. I feel like this is a cleanse and a decluttering or a detox. So you guys could be really getting rid of a lot of things that, have been just sitting around, things that might have been blocking your own, your... What would they say? Like, your home really does affect your mental health and your emotional health too. If everything is a mess and everything is cluttered, then internally you're going to feel a mess and cluttered. So if you are cleansing that, then this actually feels like it has a direct impact on your own health or your own healing here, okay? It could just be you spending some time to yourself, of course, or somebody else's health around you could be quite important for this week. Now, in terms of your hopes and dreams, it's your energy, Taurus. So again, maybe it's feeling more aligned. This person is actually being crowned in this card. So maybe you are wanting some recognition, and that is a hope and dream of yours. Maybe it's a higher status that you want and desire, or for things to be a little bit more committed, a little bit more of a routine could be what you're wanting and desiring, because things do feel a little bit like you're having to balance and juggle. Things don't feel very set in stone just yet, and that could be, again, impacting your emotions. What you're hoping and desiring is commitment. This could be also in terms of relationships too. All right, maybe you're wanting a higher commitment. Maybe it's marriage that you're wanting, or again, some sort of business partnership coming through for you as well. But this is just what you're hoping and desiring this week. And in terms of an overall energy, it's a Page of Wands. This is a little bit, it can go both ways. There's a lot of communication flying around you. There's a lot of messages coming your way. Some good, some not so great. Page of Wands can mean that some people might be gossiping about you. So again, if you do have an inkling feeling that someone is not a super supportive or genuine person, and just be mindful, you could hear a few rumors about yourself maybe. If people come to you to gossip, then they're probably gonna be willing to gossip about you too, okay? Some people just live in that lifestyle. So just make sure you're very aware of your surroundings is what I'm hearing. Make sure you read the signs on people's personalities before making, friends or telling people your news, okay? Page of Wands is also a good message too. So again, it may resonate one or the other, or a bit of both coming up for you guys this week. Page of Wands is creative, it's a messenger, it's flirtatiousness, it's fun. All right, so you guys can be getting good news in your career or in your, I'm hearing social life, maybe some more outings. You guys can be getting invited to a few things and hearing some good news. But again, just be mindful of some gossip around you. All right, my angels, I actually have some dice to roll for you, and what these will show you is a significant planet for this week, which we'll dive into and explain why. A number, so that could be astrologically to do with a house, I will explain, and a star sign that could be important for you guys this week. Alrighty, so if you're a bit sensitive to volume, then cover your ears now. Okay. All right, so the first star sign you have is Pisces. Could be some significance around Pisces here, but you guys could have Pisces in your chart because a part of your strength was that Knight of Cups, which is Piscean energy, okay? The dreamers, you guys could be feeling a little bit more. You actually have Neptune here, I believe. I will double check that and correct myself otherwise. But if that is Neptune and you have Pisces here as well, then that's quite an interesting combination. Don't get lost in imagination. Make sure we're grounding that as well. And you also have the number 6 coming in. All right, just so that you can see it. Number 6 in terms of the houses is really about your routines and your health. And we did have that health card come up here. So you could be healing that. You could be looking after your health a bit more. Again, don't just allow something to work itself out with that Piscean energy. Make sure that we're not just up in the skies. Make sure that we are grounding and doing things that we need to do, okay? Like the routines and stuff like that. 6 is also about your work routines, home routines, anything that you do on a day-to-day basis might need your attention here, okay? But that's all I have for you, Taurus. I hope this has been good for you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below, please. And also come back to this video and let me know how it worked out for you, if it resonated, because I would love to know. If you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe. But I hope to see you guys next time. All right.